everybody doing tonight? I told my wife, if this don't work, I'm going back to stripping. Y'all, she started praying. Straight up. Let me give y'all a little background on me real quick, y'all. I come from a neighborhood full of stepdads. That means me and most of my friends was raised by strangers. I had one friend who had his real dad job, and he wanted a stranger bad than a motherfucker. Have you ever woke up in the middle of the night to a stranger walking around your house in his drawers? All you can do is just watch him. Then you run and tell your mama, mama, get up. Mama's a stranger walking around our house in his drawers. And your mama say some shit like, I'm glad he got on drawers. That's when you know he is fucking the do not disturb out your mama. He is fucking to leave me alone out your mama. He's fucking to get it yourself out your mama. I busted my mama's room, y'all, and all of a sudden she had rules. This heifer gonna say, you need to knock before you come in here. Now, I seen my dad, y'all, but it was by accident. I seen him at the liquor store, accident. I seen him at the grocery store with his stepson, being a stranger somewhere else. Accident. One day, my dad walked right past me, y'all, and his buddy was like, hey, ain't that your boy? He turned around and said, where your mom at? And I told him, she at home with a stranger, walking around the house in his drawers. He said she got a nickel, walking around the house in his drawers. Mm-hmm. He said, my daughters live there. I said, sorry for you. Now, y'all should have seen this fool. He called himself rushing over to the house. Y'all, this was the only drawers day at the house. The stranger answered the door in his drawers. Y'all, my dad was talking tough to a nigga who only had on drawers. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. My dad did not lose the fight, y'all. He didn't. He just had dick all over him. Y'all, he had dick all over him. At one point in the fight, y'all, my dad had dick just dangling off his forehead. I'm in the background like, you better not open your mouth. My dad said, get your dick off my face. My sisters and shit in the background crying, talking about, get your dick off my daddy. Now, it was because of those two bad examples, y'all, I didn't do a good job as a father. I didn't teach my kids shit. I didn't teach my kids to look both ways before crossing the street. A car taught them. I didn't teach my kids not to touch hot shit. Hot shit taught them. I didn't teach my kids how to ride a bike. I didn't buy them one. I didn't teach my kids not to talk to strangers. Hell, they barely knew me. I didn't talk to my son about condoms. I just pointed to his pregnant sister. I didn't talk to my daughter about condoms. That's why she's pregnant. My son came up talking about, Daddy, what am I supposed to do on the first day? I said, try to get some. He said, what if she say no? Then stop trying. Don't be rapey. My daughter was like, Dad, I never talked to a man before. I said, me neither. She said, what happens if he tried to get some? I said, shut up with your pregnant ass. I'm city, y'all. That's my time.